All right, this morning we are going to discuss something very, very powerful. For our training this morning, we're going to be looking at how to build a loyal organization as part of our masterclass series, right? How to build a loyal organization. This is one training that you want to pay attention to. And this training was put together by our own president, Ambassador Michael Okoli, and I'm using his slide, changing nothing, so that mindset can really resonate with you and you understand the concept of loyalty in an organization. Now, what we're going to start with is something very, very divine. Let's just use the word divine. There was war in heaven. How many of us have seen that, right? There was war in heaven. In Revelations 12, 7 to 8 in the Bible, we were told that there was war in heaven. That Lucifer rose up and said, he is going to build his throne above the throne of God. Now, when you have your throne above the throne of God, it means that God is going to be God made Lucifer perfect, made him beautiful, made him with precious stones, and he was perfect in every way. And he was swollen with pride. And he said, I'm going to build my throne above the throne of God. And what happened? There was war. The same heaven all of us want to go to. We are told that we are going to get to heaven. We're going to be relaxed in heaven, eating, no quarreling, no fighting, no problem at all for eternity. It is the same heaven. We are told there was war in that same heaven. Now, I am not saying this to doubt whatever we are told, but I'm trying to pull a lesson from there. Why was there war in heaven? Why was there war in heaven? Because Lucifer saw himself as a man above God, as an angel above God. So much pride upon himself. And what did Lucifer do? He decided to rebel against God. And that was disloyalty. He rebelled. He conducted a mutiny in heaven. And what did God do? God sent his angels to go take care of him. And they swept him out of heaven. 1/3 of the angels, from what we are told, 1/3 of the angels followed him. That's why there are plenty of demons disturbing all of you here today. 1/3 of the angels followed him. That was a consequence of disloyalty. Another part of the Bible was where Adam ate the fruit. The first sin of Adam, to me, is not the sin of disobedience, but the sin of disloyalty. Adam lost loyalty. I am arriving at something. God told Adam, take everything and eat. In the beginning, God made Adam and told Adam, God said, let us make man in our own image and likeness. Let him have dominion over all the earth. God told Adam, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. He made him in his own image and likeness. God used to come down into the garden to felicitate with Adam in the evenings. And Adam saw God. Adam knew God. Adam knew he was like God. Adam didn't need the devil to use that very useless line. If you eat this fruit, your eyes will open and you will be like God. He was already like God, but the devil was telling Adam to eat the fruit to be who he already is. And Adam looked at God and said, God must have not told me something. There's something he didn't tell me. And in disloyalty, he was disloyal first because he doubted God. That disloyalty, that was his first sin. And he ate the apple. And God called him, Adam, where are you? He said, I am naked. God asked him a question in geography. Adam answered a biology question. That was the origin of how people started failing exams. Adam, where are you? Geography question. I am naked. Biology question. Biology answer. When there is disloyalty, you become incoherent. Loyalty is everything. Where there's no loyalty, you can't build an organization. Where there's no loyalty, you can't have a headway. Loyalty is everything. What if you become the president and they call you and you were inaugurated yesterday, and then somebody now calls you and say, you know what? These are two generals that will guide you. This gentleman here is a very powerful general, a strong man. He is 90% loyal to you. Then this other man is also very, very strong. He is 99% loyal to you. Among the both of them, the guy who is 99% loyal to you and the guy who is 90% loyal to you, which of them will you pick? Which of them will you pick if you're the president, right? Which of them will you pick to be your guard? The guy who is 99% loyal or the guy who is 90% loyal? Which of them will you pick as a president? Which of them? You will not pick any one of them, for crying out loud. You won't pick any one of them. How will you pick? Why will you pick the person who is 99.99% loyal? Loyalty is absolute or nothing, because that 1% can be triggered at any time and you'll be done for. Loyalty is absolute. When there's no loyalty, you can't have a functional organization. Where there's no loyalty, you can't have a functional team. Stay with me. Some of you might be wondering, what has loyalty got to do with our business? Pay attention. Question you want to ask yourself is, why loyalty? Loyalty is the secret source of progress in any organization. Why loyalty? Loyalty is the currency through which vision is accomplished. Because without loyalty, an organization cannot be put together. Loyalty is the binder in an organization. That's loyalty. Loyal people can decide they want to do something and they work towards it. It's the currency through which vision is accomplished. Without loyalty, there is no vision that can be accomplished because everybody will be in their own direction. In the Bible, we are told about the Tower of Babel, that these guys came together to build a tower, and they want to take the tower to the height, to the heavens, so they can go there and see God. And they started building, and they were doing very well. And God said, you know what? If we leave these people, nothing can stop them. Let us go down and confuse their language. And God came down and confused the language. The essence of confusing the language was to create discord among them. They were no longer loyal to themselves because they couldn't understand themselves anymore. And that was how that project was terminated. Goals are scored when everybody is on board and working together to bridge unity. Goals are scored through unity. Unity in your respective hubs, in your respective offices where you are running your business from. If there is no unity, there cannot be progress. If there is no unity, there cannot be progress in the home. Loyalty is core. Loyalty to the vision. If you want to end a goal, create division. Very simple. If you want to end the pursuit of any goal, create division in the people. And that was what happened to the people of Babylon, when they were building the Tower of Babel. Once there is no division, every vision can be achieved. Teammates, pay attention. Once there is no division, every vision can be achieved. The only reason why many people are not doing well today can be that just probably you are lacking loyalty. Your team is telling you, let us put our heads together and let us organize an event. And every other person is putting their heads together, and you and a few coconut heads like you decide not to join them. Decide not to do what needs to be done. Decide to do things your own way. You become the disloyal entity. You become a source of division in that team. When someone is disloyal, that person should not be left in an organization. Understand that you are not loyal to a human being. That's what most people think. You think you are loyal to a human being. You are not. You're not loyal to a human being. You're not loyal to a human being. You are loyal to a vision. You're loyal to a vision. Especially in our business, you are loyal to a vision. Nothing stops you from running your business on your own. Each person here is an independent distributor. But if you are in the team, you need to become loyal to the vision, because the loyalty to the vision will make you achieve your own vision. The power of the vision is accessed through being loyal to the vision. That is the only thing that drives it. We keep telling you, our mission is to raise the financially free people, who will raise other financially free people, who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. And you hear that over and over and over and over and over again. What do you do about it? How many of your people will be part of the 50,000 we're talking about? Will you even be part of the 50,000 on your own? Will you? Success is not by hard work or determination, but by forces of nature working in your favor. That is what brings success. Sometimes you think it is your hard work that works. No. So many things God has put in place. That's why the Bible says, Paul has planted, Apollos has watered, but it is God that causes the growth. Paul and Apollos worked very hard. They planted, they watered, but what causes growth is God. And for God to cause growth, he looks at a number of factors. God can look at you and see how disloyal you are and said, if I make this man successful, my business, my people will suffer. And he keeps you down. And you're working very hard and you're not producing results. And you're wondering why. I am working hard, nobody's joining me. The other person is not doing anything, everybody is joining him. There are people God don't joke with. You want to make yourself one of those people God does not joke with. Go and check what David did in the Bible and what other kings of Israel did in the Bible. How many of them did what David did? Yet David was favored by God. You want to ask why? Loyalty to a divine vision is what empowers you to succeed. A divine vision. A vision that is aimed towards helping the work of God. Those are the things we call divine visions. Not your own vision. Not what you think. A divine vision is a vision that is aimed towards continuing the work of God. God is a creator. If you have a vision that helps to improve the lives of people, touch the lives of people, help people to become better, that is continuing the creativity of God. When you are loyal to that vision, God empowers you and blesses your hustle. And that's why we're here. Because our job, our business is to help people become better than themselves, is to help people become more successful so that they too can help others become successful. If you are not loyal to the vision, you are not going to succeed. What's our vision in C2NFG? To raise the financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. And the main way we can do that effectively is through the connected economy. Our vision is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the digital and the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers. We keep on repeating this over and over and over again. Does it sink in? Are you loyal to this vision? Are you loyal to this vision? The money you make in the business, what are you doing with it? When you become a kingsman in the business, in our team, you're supposed to be bringing out 1% of your income, keeping out 1% of your income as a kingsman so that you can use that to affect the world positively. Just 1%. And then you see how God will expand your business. I have breaking news for you, ladies and gentlemen. I dare to tell you that lack of loyalty may be the reason you are stagnated in this business. It may be the reason your business is not growing. Lack of loyalty can be the reason your business is not growing. If you are not loyal, you will struggle. You will struggle. Give me a second. I want to read something for you. For our Muslim brothers, you're going to be educated as we continue. You understand a couple of things. Now, pay attention. Let's read Genesis 49, 3-4. Right? Let's start from 3. Reuben, you are my firstborn, my might. Jacob was the one talking. The first sign of my strength, excelling in honor, excelling in power. Turbulent as the waters, you will no longer excel. For you went up onto your father's bed, upon my couch, and defiled it. That was the consequence of disloyalty. That was the consequence of disloyalty. Let me read another one for you quickly. We're not trying to convert anybody. I'm only just trying to make some things clear from how I understand it. But there's no need reading it. Noah at a time was drunk and he fell asleep naked. And his son saw him naked. Instead of covering him, he started laughing at him. His son, Ham, started laughing at him and told his two brothers, Shem and Japheth. And Shem and Japheth took a piece of cloth and went and covered their father's nakedness. And Noah cursed his son, Ham. Because of disloyalty, nothing good came to him. Let me tell you one thing about disloyalty. It is so bad because when you are disloyal, you are rebelling against God, and God remembers the devil. Pride and disloyalty. Anytime God sees pride and disloyalty, he remembers the devil. And that's why when you are disloyal, God goes against you. It's as simple as that. In the Bible, we're also told about the story of Moses. Moses told his people, don't marry from this place. Don't stay with them. Don't do anything with them. But Moses went there and picked a wife for himself. He picked a wife for himself from there. And what happened? His sister came to him with Aaron. They came to him and they told him, you told us not to marry from here. Why did you pick a wife from here? Immediately, God struck down his sister Miriam with leprosy. Not the next day, not 2 weeks later, the same day. Immediately she was struck down with leprosy. And God told Aaron, the only reason you are not struck down is because you're wearing a priestly robe. But the day you remove it is the day I will strike you. The day he removed it is the day he was struck. Did they do bad by going to tell Moses to confront Moses for doing what he told them not to do? Did they do bad? The reason why they were punished was because they were being disloyal to their leader. And God punishes straight. When you find a disloyal person, you need to remove that person from your midst, because without loyalty, you cannot build an organization. If you are not loyal, you cannot build a loyal organization. You cannot lead people if you cannot be led. Before you can lead, you must have been led. A disloyal person can only raise disloyal organizations. That's why when a disloyal person rises to power, you find they become very, 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 very dictatorial, what the English use there, right? They only become dictators because that's what they can do. The only thing they can do. Use fear to control people because they are disloyal people. So what is loyalty? What is loyalty? Loyalty is the ability to trust in or defer to someone's judgment to lead you to your desired destination. That's loyalty. The child stands up and just raises the hand up for the father to throw up. The father carries the child and throws the child up. The child is totally loyal, knows that the father is also loyal to him. He knows that I can trust in you to do with him whatever I will, and nothing will happen to me. And the man will throw the child up and catch the child. Loyalty is the ability to follow someone blindly, even when it doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't make sense. But you follow the person nonetheless. That is loyalty. You follow the person because you know that this person is not going to lead you to a wrong place. That is loyalty. You are going. Wherever you're going, let us go. Wherever you're going, let us go. That is loyalty. Loyalty is the ability to be on board, spirit, soul, and body. You recruit your whole self in. That is loyalty. You want to build an organization and you are not loyal, you cannot attract loyal people. And if you don't attract loyal people, forget it, you cannot build an organization. Loyalty is giving honor and ultimate respect to your leader. It's giving honor and ultimate respect to your leader. That is loyalty. Because if you follow your leaders respectfully, your own people will follow you respectfully. I've seen a whole lot of people in the team who want to fight their uplines, want to fight the leaders. Your leader is telling you what to do, and you are feeling you know more than your leader. The person signed you up, brought you into the business. Yes, probably you might even know more than your leader, but when you begin to do the wrong thing, you are disloyal. When your leader is talking to you, you are not paying attention. Your leader is telling you what to do. You don't want to do what your leader is telling you to do. You get angry when you are being corrected by your leader. You get angry, you pick offense. Why are you talking to me this way? Why is it not happening? You are refusing to listen to your leader. You are disloyal. And the moment we see a disloyal person in our team, even if you are doing ₦1 million monthly, 10 million naira monthly, if you are disloyal, we just ease you out of the team. Go and work on your own. Whether that person is in Kano, Kafanchan, Katsina, Bedugri, wherever you are, we dissociate with you because now you have become a cancer that is going to bring problems for us. And nobody wants a cancer. So if you're in the habit of quarreling with your leader, of disobeying your leader, of disrespecting your leader, if you're in the habit of doing that, shy away from it. Because there is nothing good that will come from being disloyal to the person who God has asked to help you become financially free. That person is sacrificing his time, energy, money, efforts to help you become financially free. Even if all he's doing is pointing you to the masterminds, that's enough for you. It is the reason you need to give him that ultimate respect. It is the only commandment with a promise. It will be well with you. Now, let me tell you what loyalty is not. What loyalty is not. Because some people are saying, but all this one, what is loyal? What is loyalty not, by the way? Let me tell you what loyalty is not, right? Because some of you might say, because my leader is loyal, I'm loyal to my leader, and your leader is doing something wrong, and you keep quiet. No, that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. If your leader is doing something wrong, by all means, you don't keep quiet. You go to your leader, and you nicely talk to your leader about it. If you're convinced it's wrong, and if your leader still insists on doing what is wrong, what do? You move to your leader's upline, and then you nicely talk about it. But by all means, you don't keep quiet because you are not loyal to your leader alone, you are loyal to the vision. So when the leader is doing something wrong, it means that he is not loyal to the vision. We need to bring him back in the path of the vision, into the path of. So loyalty is not what? What is loyalty not? Loyalty is not obedience, but submission, which is willful obedience. You go to the office, they tell you, you must sit here, you sit down there. That's submission, that's obedience. You're obeying because you are told to sit down there, you must sit down there. But submission means you have the option of following or not following. You decide to follow. You have the option of following or not following, of obeying or not obeying. You decide to obey. That is. So loyalty is not obedience. Loyalty is submission. Loyalty is not sycophancy. Oh yes, member. Hey, my boss, my boss, my boss, my boss, my boss, my boss, my boss. That's all you are doing. So that the person will see you. The person is doing something wrong. You are hailing him. The person is falling to you. Oh, you are hailing him. That's not loyalty. That's sycophancy. You're a sycophant. Loyalty is not voicing out your opinion, but submitting your opinion. Somebody says, I just have to tell you, I know it has been bothering me. I just want to say it. I just want to voice it out. That's not loyalty. That's total disloyalty. But submitting your opinion. When you submit your opinion, it can be taken or it cannot be taken. When you submit your opinion, you do it nicely. When you just want to just talk, voice out your opinion because you have the mouth to talk, fine. But that's not loyalty. Loyalty is not agreement. Loyalty is not agreement. Because in agreement, you submit and obey only when it agrees with you. Only when it agrees with you. So if the thing does not agree with you, you don't go with it. A loyal person goes with what a team has decided, what their leaders have decided, even if they don't agree with it, provided that thing is for the good of the team. That's loyalty. And if he doesn't agree with it, he has a proper channel of going to the leaders and explaining himself. But eventually, if the leaders feel that this is the right course of action, he totally submits and does what needs to be done, as if he is the one that brought it up himself. Loyalty is not only when things are going your way or when things are going great. Fair weather friends. No, that's not loyalty. And that's what we have today. You have people, when products are available, they are doing everything. When product becomes scarce, they cannot stay with the company. They begin to run away. There's no product, and you're running away. Meanwhile, the company is working to bring in products. The team is working to put things together to structure people and run a formidable business. And you're running away. You only want to come when things are rosy. You're not loyal. That's why loyalty is often tested during trying times. When COVID came, so many people left the business. So many people left the business during COVID. Disloyal people left the business. They are disloyal to the company, disloyal to the vision. They left the business. But many of us sat back and said, you know what? Yes, times are troubling. Times are difficult. Things are happening. But guess what? In desperate times, at times like this, opportunities abound. And we will stand with the company to do this business. And we stood with the company. We went on Zoom. We started doing the company, the business. And many of us started doing very, very well from there. Many of us crossed 10 million naira a month during COVID because we were loyal to the business. Until you are tested, don't be too sure you are loyal. Until you are tested, don't be too sure you are loyal. If they are told the devil that he's going to do what he did, he will not believe it. Probably some years before that thing happened. But when he saw the glory of heaven and everything, started thinking about what can be for him. Until you are tested, you cannot be sure of your loyalty. So let us understand what disloyalty really is. What is disloyalty? What do you understand by disloyalty? Disloyalty is you keeping quiet when your leader's character or your leader's person himself or the vision is being attacked or questioned. Give room to the devil to slip in. That is disloyalty. I was on the internet some days ago and I saw someone posted something about our company, AIM Global, and about our team, La Buena Vida. And I went straight up and I gave it to him there on YouTube. So I gave it to him on YouTube. That has happened before. It was the lady that came up once and condemned our business and whatever she was saying then, and we went all out and we gave it to her. And she had to close her Facebook channel. Why? Because you cannot attack our business and we keep quiet. We're not disloyal to the business. This business takes care of our family, takes care of our children, pays us, allows us to live the good life. And you are attacking it and you expect me to keep quiet. I will not keep quiet. Keeping quiet means I'm giving room for the devil to come in. If I keep quiet, it means more people will see that, more people will read that, more people will do it. And you know what's going to happen? My business begins to struggle. And you wonder why you are struggling. I am struggling because I was disloyal in the first place. So I cannot keep quiet in the face of an attack on my leader, on myself, on my business. I don't give room for the devil to come in. Dishonesty. So when you see somebody talking bad about your leader, what do? You bring the person to your leader. And that thing you said about my leader, say it in front of me, let me hear. Let him hear. And they will not talk again. They won't, because they know what they're trying to do. Dishonesty, which is not opening up to your leader about issues, but opening up to other people about these same issues, gives room to the devil. Something is bothering you. You won't open up to your leader. You go and pick up another leader and you open up to the person. That is disloyalty. I had an issue like that of recent. Two people were communicating and they were both fueling their own negativity towards the business. And that's what happens. I had to treat the issue. That is disloyalty. Something is happening. Instead of opening up to your leader who is going to help you, you are opening up to other people and telling them about it. And you will never tell your leader about it. You are allowing the devil slip in. Giving your time and affection to anything that rivals the vision. Lack of focus. That is disloyalty to the vision. You are doing our business and then you have one MMM somewhere. You have one twinkler somewhere, one recycler somewhere. You have one what are those Ponzi schemes many of you like doing? You have them scattered all over the place that you are doing. You tell what are you doing? You say you are putting your eggs in different baskets. That is disloyalty. You lack focus. You can't grow anything of what? Having allies with people that are disloyal to the vision. You see people in the team who are disloyal and you go sit down with them and you are relaxing with them, discussing with them, whining and dining with disloyal people. You know what's going to happen? It means you're also disloyal. Assume somebody is a coup plotter, and you are always sitting down with that coup plotter. And you're always with that coup plotter. The day they arrest him, they will arrest you because you have to convince everybody that you are not part of it. Because you are whining and dining with disloyal people. You undermine your leaders in words and actions, and you attack the vision. That is disloyalty. Your leader tells you, let us do something. And you go there and you go and you say, why will I do that? What kind of thing is that? What kind of thing is that? Why can't we do something else? This team is doing something else. This person is doing something. You undermine your leader. Your leader gives instruction to the team. And because you are the leader above your team directly, you cut what your leader is saying, and then you give your own people their own instruction. You block your leader from accessing his teammates that are under you. You undermine your leader. Your leader says, let us make 100 calls. You say, let us make 50 calls. Let us make 30 calls. Your leader says, let us come for a meeting. And you say you're not coming for the meeting. And you tell your team members you're not coming for the meeting. You undermine him. Even if your leader says come and you don't come and you don't tell anybody, you undermine your leader. Because you're now telling people under you that they can choose not to respect your leader. You come for cell meeting late. You undermine your leader. He's there. He calls you guys for a meeting. You call for a meeting of your leaders for 3 o'clock. And by 3 o'clock, you're only there with 2 people. The rest of them are not there. They all start coming in late. If you come in late before the president in any function, you can't enter the function. You are always ready to disagree or find fault with anything your leader says. Your default setting is negative until he convinces you. He must always be convincing you all the time. So your default setting is, I'm going to argue with this person. He says, let us do this thing. Oh, let me find ways why it will not work. So he must always convince you to do something. That's disloyalty. You need to understand what disloyalty is, because with that, it will set you up on the course, on the path of. So what are the causes of disloyalty? Let's look at a couple of causes of disloyalty. Pride, thinking or feeling that you know better. Pride, the devil's favorite sin. Pride. God resists the proud. When you are disloyal, God will resist you. And you wonder why things are not going well for you. You always pick offense when people are talking to you. They tell you something, you pick offense. Pick offense. In the Bible, John the Baptist sent his disciples, go and ask if you are the Messiah. You go and ask Jesus if he's the Messiah. When they came and asked him, Jesus told him something. He said, go and tell John what you see. The blind see, the deaf hear, blah, 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 blah. And blessed are those and blessed is he who don't pick offense in me, who don't take offense in me. Why do you think John sent him to go and check? Because he sent his disciples to go and check if he was the Messiah. John had been doing a whole lot of things expecting the Messiah to come, and he didn't. And he what was expecting was not what happened. The prophet was expecting the Messiah to come that will come with thunder and lightning and crush everybody. But he saw somebody different, and he picked offense. That was why Jesus Christ said, "Go and blessed is he who does not take offense in me." And he said, of all men born of woman, none it was as great as John the Baptist. None was as great as John the Baptist. But you know what? That same man, no matter how great he was beheaded. His head was put on the plates and given to a little girl, as great as he was. Why? Why? He took offense, the Messiah. He took offense. There are so many hidden lessons you want to learn if you want to succeed in life. What I just said now is open for debate. Anybody can interpret how they want to debate. But I know that is what it is. Causes of disloyalty, greed. You are greedy. Somebody signs up into your team. Instead of taking the money to do registration, you go and eat the money. You eat the money, and the registration is not done. And then you begin to have challenges. You begin to have problems. And then you start engaging in plenty disloyal acts. Competition. Inordinate desire to be like or better than your leader. You want to become better than your leader. And you begin to go do a whole lot of things that are wrong. You want to become better than your leader. Instead of doing so well so that you can become better, you want to bring him down so that you can become better. The Bible says a student cannot, it's enough for a student that he should grow and be like a leader, like his master. But he said that no student is greater than the master. You can be like, but you cannot be better than the master. No matter how good you are. So when you want to compete with your leader, you go on a competition with your leader. No matter what you achieve 100 times more than what your leader has achieved, you are not better than your leader. You know why? He was the one that raised you up. In Igbo, they say the okra does not grow more than the person that planted it. No matter what you become, you cannot be better than your leader because your leader raised you up. If your leader had crushed you at the beginning, you wouldn't have gotten anywhere. So understand that. That's why you see children who are disloyal are slapping their parents, fighting their parents, beating up their parents because they feel down now they have muscles. The same kids who were born completely helpless. Those parents spend time bringing you up, spend energies, sleepless nights, being awake. You kept them awake by crying. They didn't throw you in the dustbin. And now you can slap them. And you expect good things to come your way. You feel you are bigger than your parents because you have made money. You are shy to bring your parents to your house so that your friends won't see the kind of parents you have. I said, thunder fire now, so I'm invoking thunder. You cannot be bigger than your mentor. Another cause of disloyalty is over familiarity, getting too used to your leader. And when your leader talks, you don't listen because your leader is trying to just, make sure that you are relaxed. You're on familiar grounds with him, and your leader will talk. You don't want to listen. See finish, don't enter inside. It's called see finish. He tells you what to do, and you think your leader cannot mentor you to success. Those are causes of disloyalty. Another cause of disloyalty is preferential treatment from your leader. It breeds entitlement, the entitlement mentality. As a leader, when you are always preferring somebody to the others, what happens is that it breeds entitlement. It makes those people think that, without them, you can't do anything. And they become entitled and they eventually poke fingers in your eye. I've seen that happen 1,000 times in the team. I've seen that happen 1,000 times, especially from people you have helped to build their businesses very well over years. Some of them just stand up and poke fingers in your eye because you gave them preferential treatment. So how do you become loyal? How do you become loyal? How? Number one, refuse to be offended. Personally refuse to be offended. You cannot choose what happens to you, but you can choose how to react to what happens to you. If your leader says something you don't like, refuse to be offended. If your upline says something you don't like, refuse to take offense. Report and dissociate yourself with every form of disgruntled element. These are enemies of the vision. People who are talking negative about the team, negative about your leader, negative about the business, dissociate from them. Whether they're your teammates or people from outside, dissociate from them. Protect and defend the vision. Protect and defend your leader. Your teammates will also protect and defend you. If you protect and defend your leader, you find people plotting negatively about your team, about your leader, and you keep quiet and looking at them, you are as disloyal as they are. You're as disloyal as they are. I'm saying this because a lot of hubs, right? Our business offices are opening up. A lot of hubs are opening up. And these are things that will happen in those places. As a hub anchor, what do you do? How do you handle the loyalty issue there? Do you defend the vision? Do you defend your leader? Or do you partake in talking down the leader in the front in presence of other people? Whatever you say to them there is what they will say about you. Say about your leader is what they will say about you. Refuse to become over familiar with your leader. When he tells you what to do it, take it, walk it. Don't just look at it because he's telling you, okay, is it on him? Whatever he says, I can choose to do or can choose not to do. No, you become too familiar to the detriment of your business. When your leader is speaking, listen to what he's saying. Take responsibilities for loyalty to your leader and not vice versa, right? Loyalty drifts upwards. You be loyal to your leader. If your leader is loyal to you, very good. It makes it very, very good. But on your own part, be loyal to your leader. And leaders, be loyal to your team. Be loyal to your team. You don't say because you are the leader and then you continue to engage in things that cause issues in your team and you don't expect issues to start coming up. But for you, be loyal. Deal with pride. Don't be like Lucifer. Deal with pride. When you see anything that wants to make you very proud, just submit it to God. Many times when I'm in the meeting like this and they are beginning to introduce and praise, I just say no. I just keep telling myself, oh, glory to God, because I know it's not me. On my own, I cannot do anything. If some of you have observed, the way that they introduced me in the meeting now has toned down. Why? Because I specifically told them, please tone down this thing. Before you know what's happening, somebody's head will start swelling. You now think you have become something. Deal with pride. Deal with greed. Deal with greed. Greed was what made Judas sacrifice Jesus. Deal with greed. Adam was already like God. He wanted more. He wanted more. He knew he was like God. He wanted more. He went and ate the apple. Greed. Deal with it. So how do you deal with disloyalty? How do you deal with disloyalty? Number one, don't tolerate disloyalty. It will divide your team. Deal with it with everything you have. Don't forgive disloyalty. Don't forgive disloyalty. I gave you an example. God did not forgive Lucifer. God did not forgive Adam. The sister and brother of Moses were not forgiven by God. When there is disloyalty, you need to treat it immediately because a disloyal person can destroy your organization. A disloyal person can destroy your team. This topic is a hot topic. For so many people, it might not sound good in their ears, but sorry, that's what it is. Do not form allies with disloyal teammates. Adam and Eve had no business discussing with the devil in the first place. Judas has no business discussing with the Sanhedrins. When you start discussing with disloyal people, they plant a seed. And what a seed naturally does is grow and bear fruits. And once it bears the fruit, you're done. So don't form allies with disloyal teammates. Disloyalty, greatest sin. It's an unpardonable crime, both in the spiritual world and in the real world. Never forget it. The collateral damage that comes from disloyalty is too much. You can be building an organization, thinking you have a team you are building, but you don't know there's a cankerworm there, eating up everything you're doing, And before you know what's happening, everything just comes crumbling down. It's like you are building pillars, you are building a massive building, and something is at the root, scratching out the cement, eating up the stainless steels there. And before you know what's happening, the whole building comes down. All you have been doing for years crumbles. Why? Because of one disloyal person in your team. They go around sowing seeds of discord among your members. Disloyalty is wicked. A disloyal teammate is a wicked teammate. A disloyal teammate is a wicked teammate. You will see them and they will gradually take your people away. One of the ladies in my team, we had a number of them in the team, and a few of them started binding together and becoming disloyal. And about 3 of them left. They all focused on one of them and wanted to bring that one in. The moment they did that, that one came and showed me the messages. I did a voice note and I sent it to her to send to that person. She sent it. Since that day, they stopped chasing her because they knew they were disloyal. You see, when someone is disloyal in your organization, they will crumble your team. Don't keep them. don't keep disloyal people close to you. So how do you instill loyalty in your team? Show and parade yourself as a loyal follower. Leave no doubt to your teammates as regard your level of loyalty. When people see you, they should know that yes, you are loyal to the team. Be a servant leader. You are to serve and not to be served. That is how you become loyal. Be sacrificial. Always eager to give and not to take. Very, very key. Many people's job are just to take. Contribute for all, they will never contribute. Come and present, they will never come and present. Come on time and arrange the hall. They will come late so that loyal people will do it. Then they who are disloyal will come at any time they want. They're always taking. They're not giving anything to the team. Have a close-knit relationship with your teammates. Be passionate about their success. Your job is to make sure that these people are successful. So you are calling them to come for their IPO. You are working with them. You are present for them. That is loyalty towards your team. Openly reward loyalty. When someone is loyal, make it clear, even if it's as simple as just announcing it to the team. So like we said at the beginning, you want to make sure you are loyal to the vision and the mission of our business group to raise the financially free people who will help raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. Our vision is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in digital and connected economy and usher in the next generation world change. So the question is, are you loyal? Are you loyal? Are you loyal? Can you be counted upon? Can I rely on you and know that, yes, I won't have problems? Because some of my teammates sometimes say, do you understand the concept of being relied upon? Can I rely on you? Can I go to sleep and know that, yes, whatever I've told you to do is going to be done? Can your leader give you a loaded gun and turn his back on you? I give you a gun and turn my back. Am I going to have my head blown off? So many of you are ready to blow your leader's head off. Don't care. Can your leader vouch for you? Can your leader say, you know what? That guy can do this. But you see this, he will not do it. Can your leader vouch for you? One of my teammates sent me a message at the time that somebody made payment through one of our leaders' POS and he has not gotten a payment, blah, 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 blah. He sent me that message. I got it. I was so disgusted with the message because the person sending me the message is not somebody I call loyal. Meanwhile, the person he's talking about is somebody that I find him to be totally loyal, somebody I can totally give my life for. And I said, what nonsense is this? How can you send me this message? Whatever he tells you is happening is what is happening. So be patient. And before you know what's happening, within a few minutes after sending that message, he sent me another message, and the man has now finally sent me the money. So you see your life? See your life? Between the two of you, it is this other guy I will rely on. For you, I cannot even rely on you. Where are my shortcomings? And what am I going to do about them? That's the question the disloyal person is asking. Where are my shortcomings? What do you think I'm not doing well? What do you think? Do you have an attitude problem? Do you have a loyalty problem? What do you think I'm with my problem? Let me resolve it. How am I going to resolve it? Are you loyal? Pray for God's help. Because what we are asking, showing you here is a very, very serious thing. So you need the help of God. We all need the help of God to continue to be loyal. And can your leader categorically point you in the face and say you are loyal? Can your leader say you are loyal? If your leader can say you are loyal, then you have it going for you. But if your leader cannot say you are loyal, without loyalty, you can't build any business. So, like I said at the beginning, sometimes what you lack is not skill. Sometimes what you lack is loyalty. And that alone can change the financial standing of your life, change your business, change everything for you. When you are loyal, your leader does not give you instructions twice. No, he does not. One instruction, it keeps on going. I gave instruction to some people in my team, and I'm looking at those who are doing the instruction. But many of them are in this team. They have not done what I've asked them to do. They don't do it. And you say you're loyal. You say you're loyal. Your leader gives you an instruction. He has to talk before you do it, and you say you're loyal. No, you are not. And disloyal people have results that they don't like. They have results they don't like. It is only as a consequence of what you are. Look, you see God? God is not man that you should joke with. He's not man. God knows you in total, in spirit and in truth. He knows what you are capable of doing, and he allows opportunity to come your way or blocks opportunity from coming your way, depending on your level of loyalty, right? So we all need to step up our game. We all need to become loyal so that we can begin to bear the fruits associated with it, right? Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to us today. That concludes our meeting for today, building a loyal organization. Masterclass 9.